So you might say to yourself, what do I do when I'm sick? If I'm not supposed to go to Doc in a Box and all the pills and potions are risky, what do I do? After all, it's a scary world out there sometimes. Look at all the things that can combine to make us sick. Stress, wrong eating habits or drinking habits, exposure to different toxins, and especially around the holidays, sugar, and then of course more sugar. Even our very environment of toxins and electromagnetic fields and weather changes, all of these can come together like the perfect storm to make us sick. What is a body to do? Well, it's fight time. It is fight time, and we're going to tell you exactly what you can do and how you can make this all work, and it's going to be easy. We're going to show you how to listen to your body and what kind of nutrition to take. We're going to encourage you to rest before you get sick. What a novel idea. Show you the best kind of supplements, and we have a quick reference guide that you can download and turn to and say, oh, what should I do? I'm having this or that symptom. Should I deal with this fever this way or that way? What if it's a cough? What if it's sinus or a tummy bug? You're going to have exact guidelines. You can make your own customized care plan, or of course you can contact the office. Now let's talk about our first lines of defense and why we actually have an immune system that's designed to keep us well. Look at this little picture of our little naked guy here. Our first lines of defense are in our bodily surfaces. In our mouths we have saliva that actually helps kill germs and is antibacterial. Even our eyes, the tears that are produced, kill germs and keep the tissues clean and healthy. The mucous linings on the inside of the nose and mouth and ears trap dirt and microbes and help you get rid of them. And in our gut, we have billions more good bacteria than bad. Our stomach acid, which always sounds like something in a bad commercial that we shouldn't have, but our stomach is actually supposed to be acid so that we can digest our food and also so that we can just cook those little germs with the acid. And our skin prevents entry of microbes into our system. That's on the outside. Once we get to the inside, the immune system really kicks into gear. Here's a very simple diagram of your immune system, and I want you to notice it's everywhere. It's all over you, starting at the top. You have your adenoids, or maybe you used to have them, but you have that respiratory tissue in there, and it's loaded with white blood cells to identify and get rid of any invading germs. Tonsils, same thing, anything that you swallow. Moving on down, you have this interesting little organ, or gland rather, between your lungs there, and that is your thymus gland. Especially in children who are just meeting microbes for the first time, this is a very large gland. In adults who've met most of the germs already, it's usually very small. But this is the smartest immune gland that we have. It actually meets and remembers all of the germs that we are coming into contact with, and it keeps a library of programs that it can use to pull out and refer to and manufacture millions of antibodies to attack the germs that we're exposed to. It's all kept in that little thymus library. Then you see all these little black dots. Those are representative of our lymph nodes. We usually think of them as a problem. Oh, look, they're swollen. That means they're working for us, and they're all connected by lymph vessels. And these drain our tissues and pick up any microbes that don't belong there, identify them, and there are special cells that actually just eat them, munch them up, and recycle them. Our cells were recycling a long time before we ever thought of it. Even in our gut, we have special immune cells called Peyer's patches, and as the food comes through, they identify any microbes that really don't belong there. Even our appendix has that function. Look, bone marrow is included. It's important to have healthy bones in order to have a healthy immune system because inside of the bones we make white blood cells. The white blood cells specifically are part of the immune system that identifies and wipes out invading microbes. Even inside the lungs, we have lymph tissue that identifies and destroys invaders. So we have a very well-developed system. It looks like some kind of special military cyber unit, with intelligence and special operations. Well, the immune system is pretty amazing. This is just a very simple representation. But you get the idea. We all have immune systems, and they're supposed to work, and they're supposed to protect us, and most of the time they do. Let's give them a chance. So, how do we give them a chance? Well, like any fighting force, the immune system army marches on its stomach. It needs nutrition. If you had an army on the move, you would have to feed your soldiers, wouldn't you? You have to feed your white blood cells and your immune glands and organs as well. And people that are malnourished are much more vulnerable to infectious diseases. Now, in the past, this was a concern for impoverished populations who didn't have enough of good, simple food to eat. Nowadays, it's a problem because we're eating the wrong things. Our immune systems cannot build strong, healthy cells on a diet of Krispy Kremes or Coke or sodas or sugary breakfast cereals or Pop-Tarts or poor quality fast foods. These things don't build a healthy immune system, and they were never eaten until recent decades. Our current factory food is, it's there to kind of satisfy our need for convenience and titillation of taste buds, but it doesn't build a healthy immune system. We need a better strategy than that. Diet. Diet is so important. There's an Ayurvedic proverb that when the diet is wrong, medicine is of no use. When the diet is correct, medicine of no need. And that's basically true to a point. Now, sometimes there's a need for medicine, and sometimes with a bad diet you can still benefit from it. But overall, if you have a very good diet, your need for medicine will be very, very small. So we're going to see what's the best way, what strategy can we take in modern America with our factory farming and fast food diets. What should we do to make our immune systems healthier?